Hi, this is Chance Waters, and you're listening to Sohan and Marni.
We're here with Chance Waters. How was it up on stage? Did you say this is the biggest crowd you've ever played to?
Yeah, it was absolutely crazy. There was a lot of clapping, a lot of sing-alongs going on and stuff, because I don't really make jump around music, so it was more people like bopping and clapping and stuff, but it was awesome.
Were you nervous?
Of course, I'm always quite nervous before I go on stage, especially, well, at these type of things, definitely. Like, with Like a Version, I was very terrified. With this, I was very terrified. When it's my own shows, I'm not as scared because I probably know a lot of people anyway in the front row, but with this stuff, it's terrifying.
And how do you calm down the nerves?
Do you have any rituals or anything?
I do my singing exercises, my awkward singing exercises before I get on.
Can you give us a demo?
No, definitely not. I do scales, and I hid behind the big bass amp and just kind of did those for a couple minutes, and then I was good to go. As I step on, I just get excited, and then I'm not scared anymore at all, but it's more the hour before and not knowing if anyone will be there and that kind of thing that makes me nervous.
Now, 2012 has been a huge year for you, and it seems that 2013 is only going to get bigger and better. Now, we were going to ask you what you did for New Year's to celebrate such a good year, but then we saw on Facebook that you fell asleep and slept through midnight. What happened there?
We played this festival. We had a kind of late afternoon slot over in WA, and I went back to the hotel to drop off all the gear, and I thought I'd have a 40-minute nap, and my 40-minute power nap turned into till the next morning proper sleep. So I got done for. Apparently it was incredible as well. There were all these acts I wanted to see.
Oh no.
Yeah, but what can you do?
So what was the highlight of 2012, do you think, for you?
Like a Version would have been up there. I think it wasn't really any single moment through 2012. It was just that my expectations kept being totally defied. Like, everything just kept going right, and I was getting every day just a new call that something excellent had happened, whereas I'd spent kind of 5 or 6 years touring independently with none of that kind of stuff happening. So suddenly all these life goals were getting ticked off, and I knew I'd been working towards it because I'd made the album, I'd done all this stuff, and that takes a lot of prep time, but yeah, everything went right.
We've had the album Infinity on repeat for a really long time now. What's the ideal scenario that you'd like people to experience when listening to your music? Like, for me, I'd be listening to the title track on a summer night, staring at the stars and contemplating whether I do really understand infinity. So what would you
Deep.
envisage?
That was so deep.
I know, I'm so deep.
So deep.
I think as a record, it's in a whole lot of different spaces. So there's the singles that are obviously quite lighthearted and fun, even when they have a more serious message. And then there's a lot of very personal tracks in there as well. Feel Alright is one of those, and Neverland. I guess just engaging with it in the same way that I engage with music. People will have their favourite songs, they'll have their favourite albums, and hopefully I'm a few people's favourite album of that year, and they really connect with it. It does for them whatever music needs to do for them.
Now, the track Maybe Tomorrow has had great success and came 7th in the Rage Top 50. The lyrics allude to the apocalypse, which was supposedly not long ago. But did you do anything special on the 21st other than play your song over and over again and thinking how relevant it was?
No, I did consider having the world's not ending block party, maybe on the day of the apocalypse, but I was too busy, it didn't come to fruition. But yeah, the best bit for me about it was that a lot of people were making, apocalypse playlists and all that kind of crap, and the song was in 90% of them, so that was awesome.